Hey everyone, it is Rachel and I am here with a real-time video. Thanks to all of you who answered my poll. I figured out how to use that in YouTube and I thought it would be a fun question to ask. I haven't had a layout out in a little while now. I did have one pre-planned for my lift and sketch and there's a big kerfluffle with that. So no worries, it'll be fixed. So this is going to be a real-time video. I've got another video to go up that is before I went to the crop in North Carolina in mid-November. But over the next month or so, you're going to be seeing all the videos I have will be at or almost all of the videos I have will be at a crop I went to in North Carolina, hosted by Heather's Crafty Life, who is also here on YouTube. It was a great crop. Super awesome, cannot recommend it enough. While I was there, I will show you this. My friend Crystal recommended this glue. It is by a company called Art Glitter. It is not glitter glue. The company's name is Art Glitter. It is clear glue. I really liked it a lot. I used it all throughout the crop weekend. What is different about this is from, let's say, the Scotch tacky glue, this does not dry as quick. So if you're backing a cut file or if you're putting down a ton of sequins, this will not dry as fast as the tacky glue does. I know when I was at the crop, I did a layout where I did a bunch of wood veneer and I was able to place dots of glue where I wanted all the wood veneer and then go back and put the wood veneer down, and I had plenty of time. I've done that in the past with sequins and had an issue where the glue was already drying before I could get to the end of the sequins. This I got off of Amazon. You can buy, this is a 2 ounce, you can also buy a 4 ounce and a larger one. The one I bought came with the tip that makes everything really tiny. I don't remember, precision tip. And it also came with this needle, which is a stainless steel needle. You need the stainless steel, otherwise it will rust in here. And all you basically do, you don't cut anything off, you don't do anything. Basically, you take this metal piece and you just screw it in, and basically you're creating a thread by turning it yourself. And you can see I'm pulling really hard. I don't know if you can tell. I'm not faking it, I promise. I can't pull it off. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about before I get started with my layout is this piece. I get questions about it. This was a Jennifer McGuire recommendation. It is from Etsy. If you go on there and search glue holder, this will pop up. It was $5. I think you can get like the rainbow version for $6. And it works both with my Scotch tacky glue and then also with this. With this one, because it is a more liquidy glue, you do need to leave the needle in while you have it turned upside down, but I haven't had a problem with it coming out from where having the needle in there. Okay, so as to what I'm going to be using today, I have this Wild Hare kit that I purchased back in August. I usually get the smaller kit and then add stuff from my stash, but I decided to splurge for my birthday and go ahead and get the larger kit. So this is filled with Maggie Holmes and Amy Tangerine and Pink Fresh Studio, and then a whole bunch of embellishments as well. I have these 2 photos, one of Ms. Xanthe, and then this is my grandparents' dog who visited us and well, my grandparents were on vacation, and it's about Xanthe's reaction to him. Now, I don't know if you can tell. There is a new perspective here. I asked my stepfather to build me a box so I could scrapbook standing up at my dining room table, and it is awesome. And I promise you I will do a video about it. But right now, I came back from a crop. I started making Christmas cards. I'm trying to do some scrapbooking. So my scrapbooking area looks relatively like a hurricane ran through here rampantly and recently. Okay, so what I have here is some coffee in my little peep cup, and that makes sense to a couple of people who watch this. Everyone else is like, what? No worries. This is gingerbread coffee from Trader Joe's. It's really good, so if you have a Trader Joe's and you like gingerbread flavoring, I totally recommend this coffee. I'm trying not to slurp. It's really not easy. It is early. It is really early Thanksgiving morning. I mean, I don't think it's really early at this point. Yeah, well, it's 20 after 7, so that's pretty early. We don't have our Thanksgiving, my family's Thanksgiving, until super duper late in the day. Like, we don't eat dinner till 4. And my housemate and my nephew have gone to Long Island for their family. The bonus kid is celebrating with some longtime family friends. And so I've got the house to myself. It's me and Xanthi, and that's it. Even Sadie went to Long Island. So, all right, let's get going, because you guys are probably like, dude, start scrapbooking or shut up. Okay, so I've got these 2 photos. They're not the world's best photos. They definitely tinge towards yellow because I've got a yellow wood stain on my stairs and wood floors. I mean, that orangey yellow, which looks fine, but when you add it to a photograph, just like ends up looking horrible. But a lot of the times my photos end up looking horrible, so it's the editing that makes them palatable. That wouldn't be bad. I really like this photo. The only thing is, it's like kind of runs more towards maybe a 1 photo layout because it's got that chevron meet point. But that's a possibility. Oh, well, I'm not going to be using the lemons, so I don't feel bad about using that as a background. This is cute, but like anything you do, and really the subject of the layout is not lovey-dovey. So, oh, plus I really like that side, so I don't think I want to use that as a background. Sorry, I should have said, I really like the diagonal stripe here, or the watercolor, but because it's that aqua green, I think that just makes the photos come out more yellow. So I don't know about that. Oopsie, I took 2 instead of 1. I like this. I've used this page before. This is one I've received. I think I bought it and then I got it in a Secret Kit Club, and then I got it in this one as well. But I actually really do like that. All right, so that's a possibility. And this is from Simple Stories. Definitely not that one, but this one would be cute. Oh, and I could do it this way. So part of the story here is that Xanthi did not appreciate having Toby with us, and spent a lot of the time, a lot of the week upstairs, which is unusual for her. Oh, I really like that. Okay, well, there's an idea. Okay, so I'll pull that. I could go with this because it's yellow anyway, and since the photos pull yellow, I wouldn't do it as the whole background. I would do it like as a edgy thing, or like half and half type thing. Yeah, I like that. So what I would just need to do is get something that has a couple of different colors of that. Oh, there's another arrow paper. No, I'm gonna save that. And then I have this one. Ooh, that one's nice too, and it's black and white. All right, I'm not making my life any easier here. This is the paper that I had the kit based off of, but I think this one too, I'd rather use 1 photo for that. So we're gonna put these to the side because these I'm not gonna use, and pull these back out. Good times. I think I might have to use this as for my journaling because it's hilarious. Okay, let's see what we can do. All right. I really do like that. I'm wondering though if I should pull in some white cardstock and use that as well. Let's see. That's some more. Sorry, I'm going through all my white cardstock because I'm. Okay. Wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally pull my marshmallow cardstock, because I'm not planning on doing any mixed media with this one. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I think this is going to be it. Okay. I'm going to keep this one up here because I want to use that Good Times, but these are going to go away. So it is Thanksgiving, people, which means the holiday season is upon us. Ooh, you know what? I have an idea. I'm thinking I'm going to do a 12-inch mat with both of these and then yeah, okay, cool. All right. It makes sense in my brain. I promise I'll explain it as I actually start doing it. But first thing I'm going to do is trim off the branding strips. So as I was saying, it is the beginning of the holiday season here. Well, in Connecticut, in the United States, I'm sure elsewhere as well. I know if you're not in the United States or the Northern Hemisphere, y'all are in the middle, coming up on summer. So you're definitely not freezing cold right now. We are here in Connecticut. It's very cold. We have there's a big race in a town close to me, and they're talking about, like, they're having warming stations, and they're, you know, saying if you haven't run before, reconsider. So the paper I'm using first is by Maggie Holmes Flourish, and it is called Poetic. It's the one with these big purple flowers, but I'm actually going to use the other side. And so this is a 4x6, so I think what I'll do is 4.5. I don't normally measure, but I think it's actually probably easier to measure the paper since I know what I'm looking for, rather than mat it and then try to cut it the way I want. Oh gosh, I have to cut the other one as well. And so this piece of paper is from Simple Stories Lil Dude, and it is called Little Man. So yeah, and I want it so that it's up and down rather than side to side. North and south rather than east and west, one could say. Not me, because I don't do that type of directions. Like head east. Okay, but the sun's not up, so you're going to have to help me there. Yeah. I'm the person who has to do this if you tell her to turn left. Look, this one makes an L. That's left. No joke, people. Directionally challenged. The day the GPS thing came out with smartphones was like full of prayers, I have to tell you, because I have never been able to do directions. Famously, okay, I will tell you the story of Rachel playing navigator when she was a kid. We were driving somewhere, I don't remember where. Oh, I think it was Rhode Island. And I was sitting in the passenger seat, my mom was driving. And she's like, Rachel, get out the maps. This is like late 80s. Yeah, it had to be late 80s because otherwise my stepfather would have been driving. And she's like, get out the map and tell me what highway goes towards, I think we were headed to Newport. And I'm looking at it and there's one black line. And in my head, one black line means the road only goes one way. So I'm like, Mom, I'm not seeing it. She's like, what are you talking about? How can you not see it? She's like, it's the one connected to 84. I don't remember exactly, but I'm like, I'm like, Mom, there's only one line. It only goes one way. She's like, Rachel, if the road goes one way, it goes the same the other. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, that's me, directionally challenged. Okay, so I think this is what I really like. Yes, I do. I do like that a lot. I have the other one going straight up and down, so I'll have this one go straight up and down as well. Yeah, so Xanthi did not appreciate that, which is Toby. She's coming and staying with us for, it's like 10 days. They went up to Canada? No, Maine. Sorry. There's been a lot of trips up to Maine and Canada. That's where my stepfather's family is originally from. And then he and my aunt and uncle went up to Montreal. So I'm combining the trips in my head. So, let me, I'm trying to think, do I want them separate or together? I don't know, maybe like a little bit separate because they did not enjoy being together. Of course, Toby was perfectly happy to say hi to. Do I want them angled? Let me see. That's too much. Ah! No, I want them together like that. That's how I want that. So I'm going to go ahead and press that down. The good thing with ATG is normally you can, as long as you don't press down, you can normally pick it back up. I mean, if you have super thin paper, like the stuff from Joann's or Michael's, it's not going to work that way. But if you've got like the regularly thick, and even sometimes the paper pad, as long as it's one you get, like I said, not from Joann's or Michael's, you can do it. But other, like, the Joann's and Michael's ones, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's great only paying, you know, $1 for 5 sheets of paper if you can get it on sale. But, you know, you get what you pay for. Well, that's not true. Sometimes I get stuff on clearance and it's a really good price. So I have a paper cut on my finger. On my left-handed side, so I'm left-handed for those of you who don't know that. And it's on the finger that, you know, you do everything with. So I'm annoyed with myself. And plus I keep hurting it every time I try to put pressure on it. Super fun. All right, so I'm pretty sure I was in the middle of a conversation and I interrupted myself like 3 times. Getting back to it, it is the beginning of the holiday season. Today is Thanksgiving, which is awesome food day, you know. And then, oh yes, I very much like that. And then we start heading into Christmas. This year I am going to be doing a December daily. I usually do one every other year, but this year, last year I was supposed to do it, but for those of you who don't know, my mom passed away last year. I did not feel like commemorating the first Christmas after she was gone. I also was involved in stage managing the play Annie. And the play went up the first weekend of December, so our entire holiday season was completely taken over by that. We didn't decorate until almost like the weekend before Christmas. Like the tree went up. We have a fake one because no one in this house likes to water trees. Or that's not we don't like to water trees, it's that we don't remember to water trees. So I really need to replace the batteries in here. Like seriously. I'm a horrible, horrible battery replacer. I rather like whack it out. There we go. Like 14 billion times, then actually go change the battery. Please tell me there are other people like that, because I don't want to feel stupid alone. Anyway, so we had the tree up, but we did not decorate it until I believe the Saturday before Christmas. Or it might have, like, when was Christmas? Today, this year Christmas on Tuesday, so last year it would have been on Monday. No, so like the week before. So not like the day before Christmas, but the week before. All right, I'm just gonna hand cut this because I don't want to cut the whole thing out. I don't normally do this because I am really bad at cutting. And yeah, I already screwed it up. It's okay. We'll live. So this year, I am going to do it. I will most likely be setting it up sometime this weekend. Once I have a better handle on how I'm going to do it, I will do a video. I don't normally do videos. I tried and I failed miserably to try to do process videos for it while I was doing it. So I think what I'll do is just do an album flip through, maybe, depending on what I do. So the thing is, it totally depends on how I do it. If I do foundation pages, but I don't necessarily do all of the foundation pages at the before I start. Like sometimes I'll do them a week at a time, sometimes I'll do them a couple of days at a time. It just depends on how much time I have. So depending on that, I will either do a foundation page album share and then I'll do another one when it's completely complete, or I'll just do one at the end when it's completely complete. Oh, there are houses in here. That would be perfect because this is in my house. Yeah, so as I was saying, this year I do plan on doing a December daily. We've got a couple of things already planned for holiday things. Oh my gosh, sorry. This is brand new, so I gotta rip it open. So this is from the Amy Tangerine Shine On line. And it has craft and gold, and then craft and like a chalk white, and then it's got colored ones as well. Now I just, oh, there we go. Like, how do we do this? These are pretty, the floral ones. I just don't think it goes with the story. That's cute. I like the seriously just because it's, you know, snarky. I already have journaling. Oh, I like the leaves, but I don't think, oh, that's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it here. I don't want to punch it out because then I'll rip it. But it's like a water lily type thing or a lotus flower. And so very, very cute. I'm going to repackage these into these sleeves I have that I put all my ephemera pieces into. So rather than trying to shove it back in there. Oh, that's really cute. Is that purple or black? I can't tell. Yeah, it's purple. I don't want to add any purple. Ooh, that would be cute. And it, you know, so much fun being sarcastic because if you have any idea, so I should probably explain. Xanthi, this was the first time my grandparents hadn't gone on vacation for a while because my grandmother was ill. And not like majorly ill, she had injured herself, so they didn't travel. And so they hadn't gone on vacation where we would have, because we almost always house sit, not house sit, Toby comes to our house when they go on vacation. And so this is the first time that had happened that Xanthi was with us. So Xanthi spent the week on the stairs or upstairs or just not communicating and or looking at Toby. So it was a fun and interesting week. And so I actually already know what the title is for this layout because while all of this was going on, we were like joking around with what Xanthi was saying. If you have cats or dogs or even any other animal, I'm sure you do this as well, where you have a conversation with your animal and you are voicing what they're saying to you. If you don't tell me that. Let me pretend that that's totally normal. So we'll pretend to have conversations with the cat, and we've decided that the cat refers to Toby as the white devil. We always make fun because I love Toby. He's a sweet, sweet, sweet dog. He has 4 brain cells, and none of them work together. They all only work individually, and he's dumb as a post. I mean, he really is. But he and Sadie get along fine, and we call, like, when they play fight and stuff, we call it Clash of the Tiny Titans, or we do Ebony and Ivory, stuff like that, because Sadie is black. And so, because Sadie and Toby get along really well, because we're the type of people, we bring Sadie with us to my grandparents' house. It's fine, my grandmother loves Sadie, and so they get along really well, and Toby is, gosh, he's around the same age as Sadie, so they've known each other for like 15 years, so they totally get along Xanthi and Toby, not so much. I might use This Was Awesome and Ugh, This Was Rough together. Yeah. I don't know if I'll end up using them, but I'm just going to pull those out. So these are from Color Cast Designs, and they are super duper thin, and they are adhesive, which is great, because these super duper thin ones, if you try to use liquid glue with them, sometimes they end up popping right back off. So these are awesome. And then we've got the clear stickers. I really wish they would start packaging these like the Chamel ones where they're in a little booklet, because trying to get into these is just ridiculous. So I'm gonna, as you just saw, just rip it apart, because no point otherwise. I'll just end up, if I don't do it preemptively, I'll end up being like in the middle of a creativity jag, and I'll get really annoyed and end up just like ripping it apart rather than taking it apart neatly, as I'm doing now. Just got my nails done. I know you guys have been, I've gotten so many comments on my nails. So I never did my nails before this year, really. I mean, occasionally, like if I was going on vacation or something like that. My mom was one who always had her nails done. She would actually have the fake ones. I don't do that. I just do the gel manicures every once in a while. I'm gonna have to like stop because my nails are super thin right now. Anyway, so, wow, that was really loud. I apologize. I'm just looking, these are all clear stickers, so I'm just kind of looking at what might work. So as I was saying, when I get my nails done, it makes me feel close to my mom. These are not clear stickers, but they're little wonky hearts, so they're awesome. Now I'm gonna cry. Sorry. As I was saying, it helps me feel close to my mom. So I have been missing her lately. So that's why I've been getting my nails done so often. Okay, I took a little break there. Sorry about that. Woo! Okay, so I definitely like this. And I like that. And I pulled these, and I was thinking, because this was over summer, and I thought maybe what I would do is like right here do summer, and I'll leave a spot for the month. I think it was July, but it could have been August. I have to go look back at when I took these photos, and then maybe do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because it was like literally the whole week. She would come downstairs to use the litter box, to grab some food, and then she would go right back upstairs. And then she would stand at the top of the stairs and kind of meow, and like piteously, like, meow, meow. She's sitting next to me in her little fancy box, and when I did that, she kind of looked up at me like, "You making fun of me, Riz?" Sorry, Grease reference there. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna do that. I like that idea. And let's see, what else do I want to pull in? I will just scatter these hearts around. I'm gonna pull in the little house. Oh, I think I'm gonna pull that in now. And I think I'll go for the pink and yellow house, because I think this is gonna end up being like pink, cream, and yellow. And this actually looks the most like my house. I'm gonna put this right here. I'm gonna go back and reinforce that with liquid glue because it's chipboard, and everybody knows chipboard doesn't actually get glued down without liquid glue. All right, I am gonna go ahead and add this because I know it was summer. And that way it kind of helps, because with this box here, I'm creating this like trap space, and I don't want to do that, obviously. So if I fill it up with stuff, and then I will leave a space for the month, and then I will start off, and I will do Monday, Tuesday. What's funny is I do have to edit this a little bit because of like noises that happen, or if I drop something, or I'm gonna have to put some liquid glue on that or stuff like that. I probably have started about 4 stories that I've never finished. So I really do apologize for that. I am not going to do the journaling on screen. I'm just going to do it after I've already written it. I wrote it during a really boring meeting. I will do that. So I work for a program where part of the meetings we have has nothing to do with me, like literally nothing. It's not anything I'll learn. It's not anything I'll move over to. I mean, it's one of those things where it's kind of like I work in children's immunizations. There's a section that's adult immunizations, so it does not affect me at all. And she's someone who likes to talk. Excuse me, sorry. And so occasionally while that is going on, I will go ahead and pre-write some journaling. Also when I'm on hold a lot because I have to call a lot of doctor's offices and they're busy. So I spend a lot of time on hold, and so I'll just write up some stuff at that point. And black. I'm like, what am I going for here? Oh, Xanthi is trying to get off the table, so hang on a second, guys. What are you doing, goofball? So for those of you, like obviously none of you can see, but she's literally like right here in front, like, so I don't think she's happy with her placement. So hang on a second, guys. Let's see, what can I get? Okay, sorry. The view might be a little different. I had to move a couple things because Xanthi was insisting on being more at my level, so I had to build a perch for her to sit in her fancy box on top of another box so she could see what I'm doing. Apparently she needs approval of all things Xanthi scrapbooking related. And while I was doing that, I got a phone call. So, oh no, that's the wrong one. I had actually started this just a little bit before I did this version. I didn't do anything other than talk about what I was going to do. And all of a sudden the door opened and my housemate and my nephew came back. Excuse me. And I'm like, what happened? What's going on? And she's like, all my lights came on. I'm like, well, what do you mean all your lights came on? She's like, my low tire light and my brake fluid light came on. And I'm like, Nina, it's like so cold out, and it was so not cold out yesterday. I'm sure it's just that. And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, well, you have an hour drive down to where you're going. She has to take a ferry to Long Island. And, you know, start going. If if your brakes feel squishy or something happens or another light comes on, pull over. You know, we live in Connecticut. There's an exit every, I think unless you're going to like Eastern Connecticut, like in the middle of the woods where she was going, there's an exit every 5 minutes. The longest to go without an exit is, I think, from Hartford to Middletown. There aren't really a lot of exits there, but other than that, you know, there's an exit every 5 minutes. So you're not gonna end up, it's not like you're going in Kansas where there's like, 100 miles to the next exit. So I'm like, if your brakes start to feel squishy or, more lights come on or anything like that, either turn around and come back or pull over and I'll come get you, or pull over and I'll have John come. John is my stepfather. I'll ask John to go get you, and no worries, because you pay money for the ferry, and they don't, like, they'll let you take another ferry, but they will not refund your money. So you'll see here, like, this is glued crookedly. Now if this was the Scotch tacky glue, you kind of be sunk because it would be dry like now. But with this art glitter glue, and sorry, I just want to clarify, make sure you guys understand, it is not glitter glue. It dries clear. The company name is Art Glitter. but with the art glitter glue, it stays wetter longer, so I'm able to zhuzh that down. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying about the story, so she's like, I don't know. You know, I'm like, Nina, it's, you know, you have an hour drive. You'll be fine. You know, worst comes to worst, you get down there and, you know, you have to have your car towed. You know, but what are you going to do? I mean, obviously, she could join my family for Thanksgiving. That's no problem. The only thing is, she made all 3 of the pies for the Thanksgiving she's going to. So someone's going to be without dessert, plus her mother will literally never let her forget it. And so I'm like, just give it a shot. If, yeah, like I said, I'll come get you if it doesn't work out. So, as I said, as I was redoing Xanthi's position, I got a phone call from her, and she's like, you're right, the minute the car warmed up, we got 20 minutes in, and all the lights went back off. And I was like, yeah, see, I thought it was just that. Because, I mean, it dropped over 20 degrees in less than 8 hours. Because when I got home yesterday, it was in like the high 30s, low 40s. And when I woke up this morning, it was like 8. I was like, well, that's lovely. It's more like January here, which is funny because we had August up until October, and then we went straight into November. And now we're into January, and it's only Thanksgiving. If the camera is shaking, I apologize. Xanthi is just not happy with her lot in life, and she is being obnoxious about it. Oh, hang on. What is that? Oh, she wanted a specific piece of paper that she needs to chew on, apparently. Please don't be shaking this. People are trying to watch this, and I don't want to get them sick. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue down the chipboard house because I definitely want that there. And I'm going to do it so that it overlaps the Thursday and the Saturday. And then by doing that, it helps include that. Don't eat that. Oh, I swear to God, she's like a 4-year-old. Oh, they have got a couple arrows too. I might pull those in for some more what do you call it? Oh, sugar. Depth. So it's not all flat stickers. So we've got some thickness going on with the chipboard pieces. Wow. Words. And now I forgot how I had this. I think I had it like that. Yeah, there we go. So other than heading over for Thanksgiving meal this afternoon, I am going to pull out the Christmas tree tomorrow. And as I said, we do a fake tree because nobody here remembers to water things. And we have a really nice one. That's like, we like it. We like to get the one where we can keep it for like 10 to 15 years. And so ours is from QVC and was pricey. And so I pull it out and I put it together, which is great, super easy now because all the lights are in the center hole thingy. So all I have to do is plop, you know, the middle and top in, and they're all good to go. And then Nina, because she's the artistic one, which I know is hilarious because I do scrapbooking, but she's a hairstylist, so she knows like angles and, you know, depth and all that stuff. So she will go ahead and fluff the tree. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I like these 2 hearts here. Apparently I can't talk while I'm doing that. I don't know. I like them, but I don't know if I like them there. Maybe over here. No, because, oh, I like them there. Okay. I think I'll keep them there for a few minutes, see if I like them. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I think I'm going to chop that up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna, yes, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll put that part over here. Yep, we're good. So as I was saying, so then Nina will go ahead and floof the tree, and then we probably won't actually decorate it. I don't know, we might decorate it this weekend. I have no idea. It just depends on timing. It's a really weird Christmas. We have, for those of you who are longtime watchers of mine, you may know that my nephew plays in a band for advanced, I don't remember what they're called, advanced high school students at a local college. And he's done that for, gosh, since like 7th grade. Excuse me. So there are different levels to this, and he's now in the highest level. He's in the level where sometimes college students still play there. And so this is going to be his last Christmas concert. They don't really play a lot of Christmas songs. They do play Sleigh Ride, but it's going to be his last winter one, only there was a mix-up. Oh yeah, I really like that. There was a mix-up with the, I think these are going to be a no-go. I'll add that back to the ephemera. I would like to use this, but I don't think it's going to happen. Sorry, there's a mix-up with a date of something. So rather than having the concert on the 15th, which is what they normally do, they're having it on like the 8th or 9th, something like that, which is like super duper early. And so everything's being thrown off by that, because we were supposed to have like a Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving, Christmas for friend type thing, and we can't because we were going to have it that weekend. And so, as I said, my housemate's a hairstylist, and she only works every other Saturday. All right, sorry folks, I had to cut out there. I was starting to speak over myself, and I couldn't remember what I was trying to say. What I was just saying was, due to my housemate's work schedule, as she works every other Saturday, we had originally planned to go up to, we like to go to Old Sturbridge Village, has a great program called Christmas by Candlelight, and it's really fun. But we wanted to do it on a Saturday this year, just that way we could go earlier, and we couldn't do it because, well, we were going to go, oh my gosh. Sorry, I stopped talking. I feel so bad. Anyway, I can't apparently talk and think at the same time. Anyway, our schedule got messed up because they moved the concert. So we are going to do a Friendsgiving or a Thankmas or whatever you want to call it, but we're going to try to do it in January. It might not happen because my housemate's mom turns 90 in January, and they are having a party. So it might just be that we hold off and have a Friendsgiving, Thankmas type thing next year. We'll have to see. My housemate really wants to have one, but I'm just thinking timing-wise, it might not work out. Trying to think, oh, you know what I want to add? I think I want to add, oh shoot, do I do white or gold? I think I'll do white because it's got that white there anyways. And hi, baby. You're so cute. Yeah, she is much happier now that she's on the level that she can approve of what I'm doing. Yes, I like that better than the gold. Since I don't have any other gold here, I think we'll stick with that. I am, you know, I'm not a super big fan of craft, and I'm not a super big fan of clear stickers. I will say, however, if you have a mix of craft and clear stickers, it works quite well together. It's one of those colors that the white or the clear stickers show up quite well. And that sticker is slightly crooked and it's probably going to bother me for a while, but I can't do anything about it because it's stuck down and I am not unsticking it. Oh, and look, there's another seriously in a clear sticker, so I think I will use that. The only thing with that is you can't do it like you could do with like a regular sticker. You could stick it down where it's over 2 levels. Now, obviously, and you know what? I think I actually will. I have some white cardstock leftovers. As I don't remember if I mentioned here. As I said, I had started this before, and then my housemate came home. But, so if I'm repeating myself, I really apologize. But I had been making Christmas cards along with, you know, unpacking from my scrapbooking crop and blah, blah, blah. So, oh, you want to see a card I made? I'll show you a card I made. Yeah, I've made 1 card. Well, I've started another one. So here's the card I made. And this is why I don't make cards, because I spend way too much time. Like, I watercolored the hill and the snow. I watercolored Santa. I did masking with ink blending and, you know, white pen. And then these are distress oxides because, yeah, I've bought all the distress oxides because, not literally all of them, but I've bought a whole bunch of them. And it's all Heather's fault. It's all her fault. So that's one I've made. And then I've got another one almost done. I've just got Nuvo drops drying. Oh, sugar, I got some stuff on it. I'll have to get an eraser in to get those out. But here's another one. Whoopsie. So this will go like that. I got some ink on it. I have a white sand eraser somewhere. So I will, oh gosh. Okay, so I bought these Moroccan red Nuvo drops. Look how awesome that color is. That turned out really well. This one got messed up massively. That glitter one, it kind of burped. But the Moroccan red, that's an amazing color, I will say that. It's like a dull red. So not like a really super bright Christmas red, but I like it. Okay. So as I said, I was making Christmas cards. So I have little pieces of white cardstock kind of everywhere on my desk. So I might as well go ahead and use it. And that way I can have this over those 2 levels of paper and it doesn't look funky. Xanthi is so happy to be an only cat for the next 36 hours. I don't know. They're coming back. Oh, so I mentioned that my my housemate's mom is turning 90. And so they're going to have a birthday party for her in January because, you know, everyone wants to go to Long Island in January. So she's staying later than she normally would tomorrow because she wants to nail down the guest list and start working on some menus and stuff like that. So let me look at what I've got here. I think I'd like to bring some yellow up here. Now I can do that with the little hearts, but even though I've got that flare up there, I would like to bring a piece of chipboard, and I think I'd like to bring a little pink up here. Nothing big, but, oh, look, there's a, here we go. I've got this heart. Yep, I like that. I'm reaching the end here. You know, I like, I embellish a lot, but I don't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily take me a long time to do it. And then I think I'll take this one. There's no other flowers. I wish there was another heart. Oh, there is another heart, but it brings in blue, and I don't want to bring in blue. Why is there not a yellow heart? What is wrong with you people? You have to have what I want you to have. Don't you know that? There's another sheet. Is there a yellow heart? No, there's a yellow lemon. I don't really want to bring a lemon in. Maybe I should bring another arrow in. I never know. There's not a lot of yellow over there either. Well, I'll do that with the stickers. Oh, I never did the title, which is weird because normally I do the title if I know what it's going to be, and I do know what it's going to be. It's going to be The White Devil, because I'm quite sure that is what Xanthe was calling. So Allison did send me these, but they're perfect because they're neutral, they're a medium small size, and I wish Simple Stories would sell these with the Wheel of Fortune letters. So just, you know, A, E, T, H, you know, just the N. Sorry, I can't think of the Wheel of Fortune letters while I'm trying to say it. And so, but wouldn't that be great if they sold like just these really neutral ones in that? Because, you know, you always use those ones first. All right, let me see what I've got over here. I've got a couple of stickers out. I'm trying to keep just a little bit out right now. I don't scrapbook a ton in December. There's just a lot of other things I do. So I don't necessarily have everything out, but I'm trying to think what I want to use for my title. Oh, Xanthe, honey, please don't do anything where you knock everything over. Here, I've got some white ones. Trying to see if they'll be seeable against the yellow because the yellow has a pattern in it. So let me grab a number and see, because those are what I use the least. Oh, yeah, totally seeable. I don't know how it is on the video, but in real life, it's totally fine. And so we're gonna do the word white. And then I've got these here, and we'll do the word devil. I hope this isn't offensive to anyone. I really don't want it to be, but that's what we call him in, you know, when we're speaking as if we're Xanthe. So, you know, I want to be authentic. It's what we did. I mean, it was obviously not meant anything weird. Oh, that's an exclamation point. I'm like, why is this tapered at the end? Because it's not an I, it's an exclamation point. But dear heavens, Simple Stories, do you think that might have been a really dumb idea? To put the exclamation point right next to the I's? Oy vey. So, this Christmas season is interesting because Christmas falls on a Tuesday, so I have to take extra days off in order to get the week off, which is annoying. But we just have this year, and then next year, and then through the ever-loving grace of the, I need to go over more, leap year, we then go back to having 3-day weekends. Woo woo! I love a 3-day weekend. I took tomorrow off. So I would have a 4-day weekend, because that's how I like to live my life. Sorry guys, this is like the one thing I cannot do and really talk, because I'm, you know, spelling a word, and I'm concerned that if I really talk, I will wind up spelling the word I'm saying rather than the word I'm trying to use. Now I'm pretty sure I have another package of these somewhere, but these are here and those are not, so we're just going to use these. Sometimes I care and sometimes I don't. Yeah, that, like, it's like 90% of the time something is super duper important, and then 10% of the time it's just let's get it done and we're good. So I am going to the movies later because, as I said, we do not have Thanksgiving until 4. We do not need to be there till 3, and it's only 20 minutes away from my house. So I asked my stepfather, hey, you want to go catch a movie? And he was like, sure. Now I think you guys probably think, oh, are you going to go see the new Fantastic Beasts or anything like that? No, we are going to go see Widows, which is the charming holiday flick about women whose husbands were robbers or burglars or whatever, master thieves, and they get killed, so the women decide to take over because their husbands, even though they're dead, still owe another really bad guy money. So on this Thanksgiving Day, I shall go see a shoot 'em up flick starring Viola Davis. We're gonna go see Fantastic Beasts this weekend, but that's one everyone wants to see, so I'm going to go with a larger group, and this is one I knew my stepfather would like to see. Sorry, back to spelling. Can't talk. And I was willing to see, so that is what we're going to see today. I know some people are going to be like, you shouldn't do that on Thanksgiving. People should be home with their families. I know, I'm a horrible person. I get it. We have to go on Christmas Day. Sorry. We don't really celebrate on Christmas Day. We open gifts, but that's it. Like, our big celebration is on Christmas Eve. So, I actually, when I was in high school, I was talking about this with a coworker of mine. Oh, sugar, that's too far away. This is why I don't talk when I do this. I was talking to a coworker of mine. When I was in high school, I, being a super 90s girl, worked at Blockbuster Video. And I actually worked for the one in my town, but there was actually another one in the next town over. But they were funnily enough, they were actually closer to my house because we lived not super duper close to the next town, but we lived on that side of the town, versus the one I worked at was on the other side of my town, which had a very big shopping area. So it was actually closer to my house, the one in the next town, but I didn't work there. Basically because I got the job at Blockbuster Video because one of my really good friends had a job at Blockbuster Video, and she said, hey, we've got some openings and then we could work together. And for those of you who don't know, that is the important thing when getting a job as a teenager, is working with your friends so you can have fun. Sorry, I had to put that back in. And so, start off with these. So I worked at Blockbuster Video, but they had asked at mine if anyone wanted to work at the other office, because the one in the town next to me has a very high Jewish population, so they stay open. during the Christmas, they stay open on Christmas Day, and they were looking for people to work for double time. And I was like, yeah, that would be totally awesome, because as I said, we celebrate on Christmas Eve. It's like a big thing. My grandmother would make a pot of chicken stew with dumplings. We had several different church services to go to because my grandparents are Catholic. And so we go to that church service. But my uncle, you know, who his wife is Presbyterian, so they went to a different church, and so we would go to both because my cousins played in or participated in the pageants and stuff, so we would have chicken stew in between church services. And I'm gonna, oh, hold on, I've got some right here. I'm like, where are my enamel dots? So Christmas Day, after we opened gifts, it was kind of just like, well, let's just watch movies or whatnot. So I'm like, heck yes, I will take time and a half to work on a day when all I'm doing is sitting home and doing nothing. All right, I think these will work. So these are the You Are Here from Simple Stories. They did not come in my kit, but, you know, who doesn't want to add enamel dots? Well, I'm sure lots of people don't want to use enamel dots, but that's not me. Okay, cool. The yellow does work. I'm gonna do a big pink up here, and then a small, yeah. What happened to all my small yellows, people? Jeepers. I have to have black somewhere. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm also going to do a black dot, but I don't have them out. I know where they are. I haven't, like I said, I have not fully unpacked from my crop, so I don't have everything all out yet. So we'll do a big yellow, a medium pink, and a small black here. Yeah. So then over here, we'll do a big black, small pink. Yeah, guys, this really should not take me this much time to figure out. And a medium yellow. Oh my gosh, I actually managed to do it right the first time. That is crazy. So I will be adding journaling, and I will be adding black enamel dots. I just have to find them. Other than that, I think this is done. And then I will figure out what month this was in, and I will add that as well. All right, folks, did I finish my story? Working at Blockbuster Video for double time? Yes. So anyway, so I just know that not everyone, obviously not everyone celebrates Christmas, so I don't feel bad. I actually feel worse about going on Thanksgiving, because to me, you know, it makes more sense since, you know, it's an American holiday versus, you know, a specific religious holiday that we celebrate it. But I don't have anything to do. I'm bored. I'm not really bored, but I want to go see the movie anyways. I want popcorn. There we go. All right, here is my page, The White Devil. So as I said, the whole story about this is how we were referring to Toby through the fake voice of Xanthi. Xanthi, stay off. You do not need to be up here. Oh, okay. All right, so Xanthi's getting fractious now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Ah, sorry, she knocked something over. All right, folks, we're gonna end this on this chaotic note. Thank you guys so much for joining me here. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. I'm going to have to find some way to be able to get Xanthi so she can be on a level and yet not knock everything over. All right, folks, thanks so much again. Bye.